Hello everyone and welcome once again to a night of action not only Almost Pro can deliver to you here at the Almost Pro Arena in Shooteree. I'm Matthew Gregg, joining you on commentary, as always, with the incomparable Stallion.
That's right, what a fantastic night it is here at the historic Shooteree Sports Hall. And we're here for a fantastic night of action. We're going to start off with an amazing women's match with a couple of debutantes and a returning star. This lady here though, Evee Black, one of the debutantes I mentioned. A lady I am certainly familiar with. A very hard-hitting wrestler. Can't wait to see her in action here this evening. Well, wake up Rue from the Rue Radleys.
Thank you very much for that contribution, Stallion. Yes, this is Ruby Radley, trainee of El Ligero from the Grapple Wrestling Company in Leeds, which is also where Evee Black is from. So that's definitely something these two are going to have to get sorted out in the ring.
Yeah, these ladies are very familiar with each other. We've got Ruby Radley and Evee Black, right?
That's right.
And this is a three-way match.
It is.
So who's our opponent going to be? Sarah Green. And we'll soon find out. This match is brought to you courtesy of Tomb of Rock. You get your t-shirts, fancy belts and other rock needs. In fact, I got this rather fancy bag from there.
Oh, it's a very nice bag, that.
Thank you very much. Well, it's not Sarah Green, but I can see a rainbow.
Oh. I mean, this is the daughter of legendary. Stallion is doing a lap. Stallion, get back here. You'll hit a fan. There'll be another lawsuit. Anyway, this is Xia Brookside. And yeah, that surname should ring a bell for most of you, even if you're not familiar with the historic of the British wrestling scene. Robbie Brookside, the legendary trainer, who, you know what, I'll let Stallion take over this because he knows him a lot better than I do.
Robbie Brookside was an absolute legend in the world of sport days. He's friends, of course, with William Regal of WWE fame. He was one half of the Liverpool lads with Doc Dean. Back in the day, they had a couple of matches, of course, against the Superflies. Superfly. Sorry, I need to do that whenever I hear that. Different one.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, Xia Brookside, of course, trained by her legendary father, who's also an Everton fan, but also not just Robbie Brookside.
Oh?
But also Dean Allmark, a stalwart on the British wrestling scene and the current PCW Cruiserweight champion.
God. I mean, that is a hell of a training facility she's got down there with the likes of Brookside and Allmark.
Well, yes, so she is incredibly well schooled in the grappling arts. Many of these two ladies, I would imagine, from their training background, they would have come into contact with Marty Jones, legendary again British wrestler, and these days a fantastic trainer. So there is a very high caliber of athlete in the ring right now.
It just goes to show you the level of the training we have in the UK currently.
Not just that, you're talking about these ladies here in the ring, and why are they here? They've heard that Almost Pro is the place to be to get noticed, and rightly so.
Absolutely, I think we can all agree that Miss Roxy, even though she's not in this match, probably have a big part to play in that.
I think she took annual leave this evening.
Yeah, that's right. She's conspicuous by her absence. However, by the time you're listening to this, she will have, spoilers, been had a look at by WWE. And you can go on the website and see that she's featured as basically Tynesyde's #1 female wrestler. And so now, and it's a rarity now, to have a match in the Shields area that does not involve Little Miss Roxy.
This is very true.
All these women now wanting that prestige and acclaim she has received. Some more than others. They're not exactly rushing to get in the ring.
No, they are taking the time about this.
I mean, maybe there's some sort of a partnership here with the two El Ligero students.
Well, I'm just thinking, perhaps it's Almost Pro here. Maybe we'll almost get going. Xia Brookside offering a handshake there. Sickeningly sportswoman-like.
Oh, there we go. Good save.
Had to correct myself.
Will Evee Black accept it? She likes to make friends, according to her Twitter profile.
Now we go slap other hands there. That's how they're doing it on the streets these days. None of this handshake nonsense. It's like a high five.
I think that's what she's going for, definitely.
But a mid-five.
Yeah. Why not?
Of course, and then it's a mid-six.
And still no eagerness to start the action. It's good to see it's not just the moves that they've been taught by the wrestling trainers. They're also been taught the psychology of getting on the opponent's skin and knowing when the time to strike is.
They are very important, and you've got to bear in mind that these ladies have never faced each other in a match like this at Xia Pro before. So there will be certainly a feeling out period.
Absolutely. So these are all three debutantes, apart from Xia, who was last in Almost Pro when she was in a losing effort to Kirsty Love at Almost Halloween.
That was some time ago.
I think that's one of the reasons why this match is taking so long to get used to. Evee Black and Ruby getting used to the Shield Pro faithful. I think that's the nicest thing we can call them.
I think that's a very diplomatic term for the unwashed and ungrateful.
Oh, that's not very nice. That's not what I meant.
You've not met me before. It's kind of my entire shtick.
That's a fair point.
Oh, they're going for some sort of Mexican standoff test of strength. But now we've seen almost maybe some camaraderie, perhaps,
maybe
from Ruby and Black.
Maybe that's it, or maybe three ways. Always awkward to start off. It's good to have a partnership going in to begin. It's not going to be the way this match is going to be won. It could be one winner in this and a double clothesline by Xia.
Let's take another look back. She ducks underneath, hits back with that double clothesline.
So good, we showed it twice. And they're recuperating outside. The rules of a three-way. They can take as long as they need to. There is no count out.
They want to be careful out there. They're having a little conflab, but they've got to be very aware of Brookside, who's currently in the ring. Eyeing them up.
Not for much longer. Baseball slide not connecting. Never mind.
Straight into each other. Dainty little step back there, but that's all it was needed, and these two girls smashed straight into each other and hit the floor.
I love seeing that. I think the first time that match I saw that was Tom versus Jerry. Anyway, Xia dragging Ruby into the ring. And this is a perfect opportunity to get it beaten, possibly get a quick win while Evee is in oh, never mind what I just said. Evee Black, not as hurt as I thought.
Well, you're right.
But Ruby's going to make sure she stays outside so she can get the advantage.
It is always good to get an early win. It means you don't exert yourself as much and you've got less chance of an injury. However, in this sort of match, it's highly unlikely because you haven't just got to concentrate on the opponent in front of you. There's always somebody in your peripheral as well.
And right now that person is the referee, who can just politely ask them not to do that, because on the rules of a three-way there can be no disqualification for that move.
Well, you say that, but I think they can have disqualification.
Oh,
otherwise, what's to stop?
Oh, wait, one. No.
What's to stop one of the competitors going outside and, I don't know, picking up a chair, a plank of wood, rabbits, whatever, and just hitting your opponent with them?
Well, on the rules of a three-way, that would be okay.
I'm not so sure that's true.
Anyway, hair toss.
At some point, I shall ask our tallest official, Craig Bird.
Hello, Craig.
See what his ruling is on that sort of thing.
And
It's nothing we have to worry about right now, though, because all of these ladies do seem to be keeping their battle within the rules.
Oh, and look at this unique hair pull, using the ring ropes for advantage. Is at risk of scalping her.
There was no hair pull there.
What are we on about?
However, one thing with that sort of move, you've got to make it as devastating as possible, because you've only got until that count of 5 to let it go.
Let's come with that. And now Ruby has... Oh, could be official women's buster. It is, with the bridge. This could be at one... Oh, no, Evee Black. She was playing possum.
She was definitely wanting to get that win herself.
Swinging net breaker from the 19-year-old. Now she's scuppering Ruby outside. Now she's got Xia looking faintly like Millie Djokovic from The Fifth Element.
She used to live in Jarrett, didn't you know that?
Did she?
Yes.
Is this a setup to a joke?
No, absolutely true.
She was in Jarrett.
Yeah.
Fifth Element was electricity for her then, I guess. And Xia being stretched now on the ropes, and Evee Black taking way too much time. The Georgiak with the fans, for my liking. I mean, she's got her on the ropes, literally, sorry for that. She could oh, here we go.
Yeah, this is the thing, she doesn't want to be distracted, because it's not just her opponent in front of her who she's given time to recover, she's also got someone else outside who could just be biding that time, waiting for that moment to strike.
This might be it. Nope, only 2 off that short clothesline.
Kick out from Brookside. And Black is just checking in with the referee again.
Was that definitely 2? A check? No, it was 1 this time.
Is that the law of diminishing returns, is it?
I think it might be Stallion. Where did you hear that from? Evee Black going for a snap suplex. 1. No, only 2 that time.
I see you have little faith in the referee that you're counting along.
I'm getting into it, I'm a wrestling fan. And it's competitors like Xia Brookside that makes me a wrestling fan. She holds her arm and clothesline, has got nowhere to go. Ruby now re-entering the ring. And a spinning head scissors, beautifully administrated.
It was, I'm not sure that Ruby knows exactly where she is right now.
Nope, high knee to Evie. High knee to Ruby. Xia's got the advantage here. And 2 bulldogs, the price of 1. That's as the price. Is it 1? Nope, only 2. And again, I'm counting.
Oh, it goes straight for the... No, only 2 there as well. Now, I think that was smart that you went for Evee Black first, as Evie had taken the most punishment.
And that's not so smart, though, going for the move with Evie in the ring.
Well, I don't think she realised she was back on the off, but now it's been reversed on that double suplex, and Brookside's in trouble.
That was now the Georgiak and for who's going to get the pin? Hang on, Eligera said I could win. No, she didn't. It's a kick. It's a kick. Oh, it's a knockout.
There was certainly some argument before from these 2 ladies who have been pretty much cooperating throughout this entire match.
Yeah, if you actually go back and listen to that, they're actually speaking in Spanish in tribute to their trainee.
The trainee?
Trainer. No, that's Spanish for trainer. And Brookside, she's going to pick a target. Who's going to go for? Oh, she's going to go for both of them. Cross body on the both women. She's going for an Evie. Oh,
Evie's out.
It looked very nice, but it wasn't good enough for the pin.
Is she going to go? No, but she is taking Ruby to her feet. Ruby's very groggy.
What's sent up here? Backdrop, perhaps?
No,
the Tree of Woe.
This can't end well. Huge baseball slide there.
Shades of Pete Rose. Oh, the move. The bookend. Oh, this would be a perfect time for a pin. And that's it.
I think she heard you.
Xia Brookside using beautiful ring psychology for someone as young and still getting used to the business as she is. putting Ruby in the tree of woe in the corner so she couldn't interfere in the match, and ending the big slam on Evee Black.
Brilliant, lovely to see her win for the first time here in Almost Pro. She's seen off Ruby and Black, and I bet you she'll now be looking for gold. Go back and look at some of that action. There's that Brook end from the top.
See Ruby trying to struggle to get out of the tree of woe, but to no avail.